every color. Be extra shit. Just keep it gutter, you heard? Well, you said I ain't that nigga. What?
Fuck is you talking about? Outside all day, mask on, no face. Fuck is you talking about? Lay a trap for the rap when he catch that case. Fuck is you talking about? Two-tone made back with the seats way back. Fuck is you talking about? This real no cap and they still know that. It's Bruck the Billy. Who's fucking really? Just flexing, but one question. Who's fucking with me?
Yo, what's happening? Welcome back.
For another
Yes,
one.
sir.
For
A
sure.
whole another one. This one gonna get interesting.
No, it definitely is because
you got that look in your eye.
Yeah, I do, because I don't know what's going on over here, because in the last episode, he threw that dart at you about when we was talking about niggas, people know niggas games, and he pointed at you. He skipped past me and pointed directly at you, like, what's that about?
Well, what you got it? Yeah, go ahead.
No, so it wasn't a dart. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah,
it wasn't a dart because you said something about like you was trying to make a comparison about how people play when somebody like I forget the analogy was like Harden and what's
Tucker.
And Tucker, yeah, and you was like, yo, he know his game, so he'll be able to contain him. And I pointed to him because that's something that we used to go through when we was playing ball. Like it would be no, it's no dart.
No darts, I'm telling you.
It would be. I used to hate playing against him.
Why?
Because he knew my game.
So could he contain you?
Yeah, it'd be hard for me to score.
So that's not
him.
the same, because you saying that Harden wouldn't get contained by Tucker. I'm saying that he would.
My point that I was gonna make with that was it don't matter. Harden plays to the refs, not to the player that's guarding him.
Okay,
that's the point that I was
Because he
gonna make
knows
with
he's
that.
gonna get.
Right?
Because he knows.
Yeah, he knows how to play to the refs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why he also said about the Harden thing is that he just knows how to fucking draw fouls. Like he has mastered the fact of drawing the foul.
He changed the way games are refereed.
Yes.
He changed it
He
on
mastered
the
that.
offensive and the defensive end. Like now, because of him, you could take 3 steps and shoot a 3-pointer. And because of him, you could take 3 steps, Euro in, not even get touched, and still get a foul call.
So either way, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
with Harden.
you just had
because he's either gonna go to the line.
Him. Yeah, no
he's
matter
either
how good you think he is,
Yeah.
or how easily you think he could score, or how much you think you could contain him, he plays to he mastered the art of the whistle.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna flip this real quick, because this is my brother, right? He's my brother, right? He thought I was trash when he was coming up. Let me just throw that out there. He thought I was trash. Wait, he thought I was trash. Don't laugh. He thought I was trash when I was coming up. So, as we got older,
I can't because all right. So
now you gonna explain?
and yeah, in defense of what I was witnessing when I was calling you that, or even felt that way. So I don't know if y'all play ball. Anybody ever play ball and you see the guy on the side who practiced like triple pump layups or reverses? Like it just wasn't a thing. Like he was that guy that would just like practice double pump reverse layups in the park. So it wasn't necessarily like, yo, you trash, but it's like we don't do that.
Right, you working on other shit that
like, yo,
you don't really need.
We really
be
trying to
working
get
on.
nice.
Like, yeah, you need to be working on
the
your
video.
jumper.
Yeah, the video
Like,
game moves.
yeah,
like,
But
like,
wasn't it bucket though? No, wait.
I guess that's the most frustrating part.
Wait, was it a bucket though? Like he mad. He was mad because it was a bucket. Was it a bucket? Yeah, tell the truth. That's why you was mad, because you don't understood how that bullshit was going in, right? You didn't understand how that bullshit was going in.
It was definitely I could not understand how the shit was going in. I couldn't. But I just said it. You practiced it, so I guess
I practiced that. But look, I'm gonna tell you something that they didn't know. I would say I have to get out of school. I'm out of college now. It took me, I would say, well, in college leading up to after college, it took me 7 years. I'm gonna say it took me 7 years. I worked on my jump shot for 7 years to get it remotely in the era of where his was at 13, right? So I think I earned his respect when we was in I'm gonna say Brooklyn.
Nah. No. Before that, it wasn't even about like respect. It
was me personally. It was a personal thing. It was a brother against a brother thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't you just now you on the B court. Nah, it was never that. But I'm saying, me personally, looking on the outside, looking in, everybody gravitated to Yatta, right? He had the jump shot, he had the dribble, but he had it early, and everybody else was like kind of dragging along. C had his game. He had whatever worked with him, but we talking about a nigga that was supposed to go. Like, Yatta was supposed to go. And he didn't go well. That fateful day in the park. I'll never forget it.
Live, what up, baby?
Yeah, live. Hey, ain't nothing to you, but I just saw him. He live around here. You know that, right? Live live over here. So, my thing is, he's supposed to go to Fordham that semester, right?
Yeah.
That summer, we outside playing 3-on-3. That fateful day. He was a dunker. He was a high flyer. He was one of them. So, we in the park. He going baseline. What, like any other day. And Live didn't want to see that shine go on. So, he came across his body. I thought he...
And look, it was completely it wasn't intentional. He was trying to
block
like
the
the
shot.
nigga was trying to dunk on the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna dunk on me, so by any means I'm going to foul you, but I don't want you to get hurt.
Right.
Ultimately.
It was really just the way I felt.
Yeah, it's the way he felt.
And it was like 160 pounds, like soaking wet. So any little bump. So he came down wrong with his hands in the back and snapped both his joints. Yeah. So his wrist snapped. Both of them joints snapped at the same time. He never broke a bone in his body. And both his joints snapped. I heard the right one. I don't know what was going on with that left. But the right one, I heard that joint. He's like, yo, think my joint's broke? I said, that one's broke.
He came up to me like this. Like, yo, my joint's broke. My joint's broke.
You would have went like this. Yo, my joint's broke, bro. I said, yo, that one there is finished. I don't know about the other one because it was kind of regular, but that other one was bad. Yeah. So that was like pretty much the end of his Fordham run, man. He was supposed to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Even when Pee Wee Kirkland came to the park to watch us play at the 131. Anybody know what 131 is? Pee Wee Kirkland came through.
That was a good.
Came through and watched all of us play. We was all playing, and then we had a back and forth words and all that. And he was like, "Yo, he's the one." You know, he pointed him out like, "Yo, that's the one. He'll be on my team." Blah 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 blah. And then we started talking. John, he said, "Yo, I got players right now. I give you 60." You know how Pee Wee talk.
Yeah.
And then we, whatever. It was all
That's around
fun.
the time we had the TV show out. And remember the show he had on MTV? Remember?
Who, Pee Wee?
Yeah, Pee Wee had a show on MTV with the street ballers and shit.
Oh,
that's where White Chocolate and all them
that's
cats
a
came
throwback.
from.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
My man, now looking back, my man, I know him now. They called him Streets. He was in the TV show, and at the time, I'm telling Pee Wee like, "Yo, that kid is not better than me. I'm better than that kid." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yo, yeah.
I know the dude now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, look, let me chime in. To the point that you were making about, containing you don't know how long it took me to figure it out. That shit didn't happen overnight. Because, all right, should I give him the backstory
Yeah.
about how I fucking hated your guts? Like, should I do that?
Oh well, I mean,
Nigga, you know the story.
yeah, you're
motherfucker.
right.
Do they know the story?
No, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him the fucking story. Freshman year, mind you, they like, these are my bigger brothers. You know what I'm saying? They got me by a year, so they were always a year ahead of me. So my freshman year in Stevenson High School, right? All I keep hearing is this Yatta. Who the fuck is Yatta? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know him at this time. He's like, yo, some nigga from Monroe. He nice. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool. And at that point, I was a little fat nigga, but I could play. I had my limitations, but I could play. You know what I'm saying? So tryouts come. One of the OGs that was on the team before Yatta, my man Mel Hurtfeet. That's your man. You could tell him no wrong about that nigga. He was God. Do you hear me?
He was God to a lot of niggas though.
Mel's my man.
That's his man.
He the reason why he even.
So look, tryouts happen. Mind you, he's a year ahead of me. I'm a freshman. So, now here's the thing. I kind of went in there a little cockier than I should because my brother played on the team. E was supposed to be the next thing smoking out or like off the block. So I go in there a little cocky, like, yeah, I'm gonna make this shit. And then it's yada. So I'm watching him play. I'm like, yo, he ain't really about nothing. Like, he nice and shit, but it's like everybody's doing what he's doing. So why is it him? I guess you could call it some low key hate, whatever.
Now they call it hate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could call it some low key hate or whatever, but it was what it was. So I'm like, nah, fuck that, man. This nigga ain't getting my spot. He makes the team, but basically without trying out.
Nah, I tried out.
You play like one game,
Nah,
nigga,
you crazy.
and coaches on your ass.
I worked for that.
You had the shoe
No,
in,
you
nigga?
didn't, nigga.
You had the shoe in, nigga?
Nah, I ain't have no shoe in. I worked to get on that team.
No, you
man.
didn't, nigga. You already had the word with Mel.
It wasn't even
you Lenny
about it.
Cook,
I came,
niggas?
No. I came in and I played, man. I worked to get on that team, man.
All right, cool. He worked to get on that team, but I'm looking at it like it's given to him when I feel like I should be there. Just like it's definitely corny and whack of me, but it's like I felt like I deserved that spot. But Yatta got it. So Yatta's killing this year, and I'm following. No, I'm not there on the team, but I know what's going on. And so we had a class, 10th grade year, right? When I went to 10th and you went to 11th, we had science together, and I'm like, they gave me the class with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, word. And I don't know how this shit just happened, but we just got mad cool. Right. I don't remember exactly how we got cool. I guess it's just being in the same class and just talking every day, blah blah blah. Right. And then we just start and it went from there to basketball, to hooping. So now we would be outside like, yo, and mind you, I didn't really know him, so this nigga invite me over to his crib, come chill out, me and God bless Miss Carol, my second mom's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll just be there chilling, talking basketball, listening to music. That's what it was. You still owe me my fucking tape too.
Yeah, music.
Yeah, you still owe me my OGC tape. But anyway,
I might have that.
But anywho, stash. So like to kind of condense it a little bit because this story's long as shit. We just started hooping, and I always admired the way Yatta carried himself on the court. You understand? He knew he was nice, but he also wanted, like, if he knew you could play, he wants you to get your shine on too, outside of him already being nice.
Right.
So I always kept that in my mind, and I like playing with Yatta.
Not to cut you off, you could go back to that point, but to his point when you was talking about you didn't get niggas respect until like sometime in Brooklyn when we were playing. No, it was around this time when you made the Stevenson team and we fighting for minutes and shit like that. Like that. Then it was like, yo, come out and do your stuff. Like you were sort of in the same boat with him, where it was like, yo, y'all had the potential and y'all had the game, but you just was like.
Right.
It took so much for it to come out. We knew I knew how to push your buttons, right? All I had to do was get you upset. He's the one you got to get him upset.
Right.
Talk a little shit. Then he feel like he got to prove himself. Then he's gonna come out. Y'all wouldn't just play. And Cory, he got to see it to believe it. So it would take him a good pass, a nice basket here, a pat on the ass, and then he get it going. But then you got to tell them, keep going. Don't stop there. Keep going. But these two always had it. But that's, you know.
Right. So now to piggyback off that, now just watching Yatta play. Now here is where it comes into where it's not a dart.
All right, go.
Watching him play, it's like, oh, okay. And Yatta used to fuck up and tell me the moves that he's going to do to niggas. Remember that? Remember when we had Jim? Mm-hmm. So he had this move to where he'll like, what was it, double up between the leg.
Double through the legs, but
he sent me out of bounds with that one in practice. But go ahead.
No, nigga. He sent niggas out of bounds. He sent niggas to the floor. He sent a couple.
I ain't never dropped on that. But
anyway, no, I ain't never dropped either. But it's just constantly sitting and watching him play, and it's like, okay, so now it's like I don't want to be on this nigga's team no more. I don't want to play against him. I want to see where my defense is because I felt like I can't lock everybody up, but I knew how to play defense. Defense is floor spots. It's about positioning. That's all it is. It's not like, yeah, you're supposed to work hard on defense, but not really that hard if you know what the fuck you're doing.
Right,
at the end of the day, you ain't sitting in no zone. You ain't doing none of that shit. You guarding your man, right? Mm-hmm. So it was one time we was in the one. I'm like, fuck it, let me check this nigga. I'm talking about Yatta. I'm like, yeah, I got him. So I'm on him. I'm trying my damnedest to not let this nigga get the ball because I figured once he get the ball, he gonna do his shit and try to make me look stupid. Right. So, short of the long, he gets the ball. I didn't want him to get it. So, I'm like, all right. In my mind, I'm taking you back to this day. In my mind, I'm like, all right, he's going to try to double up on me. He's going to try it. So, all I got to do is just sit on his left hand. That's all I got to do is just sit on his left hand. So, he tried to execute it, and he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Right? And all I did was just give him one of these. And that's the secret to checking Yatta. It doesn't matter anymore because this is 20-something years later. All you got to do is just bump Yatta a little bit. Just get him a little bump. Bump him off his shit to make him do another move. Right? And then that's at my advantage now because I'm already here. I'm already sitting on one hand, so he got to come back this way. I'm already there. That's what it took. But it took me years to really figure it out because it's different when I'm sitting here telling y'all how to do it versus being on the fucking court live and he's much quicker than me. Yatta wasn't super duper quick, but he was quick with the ball. He had handle to just shake the shit out you and make you look stupid. He got me a few times. I'm not saying I locked him up. This nigga, I had to go through some shit to figure it out.
A few times too.
I had to go through some shit because then he get into his shit the way he start wanting to shoot.
Oh, don't let him do
off
that.
the dribble, and it's like now you're looking foolish.
Don't let him do that.
So basically, I learned from all of my niggas, and I think that's what the camaraderie is between us. Is basketball. Like that was the mending agent from high school. Even though like they was a year older than me, I was always behind them watching. I didn't play till my junior year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When y'all was seniors.
Sophomore, right.
When y'all was seniors.
But we played every day with each other.
Yes,
that's why I was
yeah.
like, yo, we know, like all of the one-on-one battles that me and him then had, it's like forget about it. And then all of the one-on-one shit, we used to go out to the court when nobody was out there. We used to beat everybody to the court just to work on our shit. So that's how you figured out, like, all right, you just learned everything about me.
Yeah,
you know
I had to.
And then me and he had the setup at Hollywood. Forget about it.
Oh man,
the Hollywood setup
battles
plus the 131 battles just anytime. You know what I'm saying? And that's like that was just us coming up. That was crazy.
Right. And I think that's what these kids don't understand now about basketball is because now even when we were coming up. Yeah, we had AAU, we had Chose, we had Riverside, we had all of these things. But now these kids got the world at their fucking hands. Like, everything is... Like, nigga, we didn't have no workouts. Like, your school and shit. Like, y'all niggas got pro workouts and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we didn't have none of this shit. All we had to do was to work on our game every single summer. Or every single nice day. I won't even say every single summer. Every day the sun was out and it wasn't freezing ass cold, we was balling. Like, yo, I would call this nigga, take the 19 bus to his house. Yo, yeah, I got shorts over there? Nah, I got some shorts for you. I'm gonna just bring some kicks. You got a t-shirt for me? I got you. I just take my ass on that bus with my sneakers tied around my shoulder, nigga. And we would go, he'd be like, yo, what you wanna do? Yo, man, let's shoot 100 at each spot.
Just like that.
And we would do it. Yo, what you wanna do next? I don't know. Let's just play. Like, you know what I'm saying? And by that time, motherfuckers is coming out. This is when people played. This is when people was on the basketball courts playing basketball. You don't see that shit too tough anymore. No. Because these AAUs got these kids' minds fucked up. You can't play on concrete. You gotta play on hard. Right. I get it, but them niggas didn't give a fuck about us back then. Like, nigga, yo, you wanna play in this tournament? Where's that in the gym? Nah, man, we over here in the gym.
They got rocks and trees coming out the ground.
So,
yeah, we played on whatever.
Nigga, we played on goddamn Sandy Joyce, the jungle, nigga. What about the jungle?
The jungle was.
What about those conditions?
At Buddha, shout out to Buddha.
Yeah, shout out to the jungle, shout out to Soundview, shout out to Academy Gardens. That's home. You know what I'm saying? Jungle, big shout out. Jungle made me.
Yeah, Jungle made
the Jungle made me per se because I'm from over there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's in Soundview. Yeah. Like it's a
Will Tracks, what up?
Yeah, big shout out to Soundview. Shout out to all my guys. The Jungle made me, bro. Like, like just learning and watching the older niggas, like my brother and his niggas and the niggas before him. You know what I'm saying? Just me being on the B court, they on the A. You know what I'm saying? And watching it. So. Yeah, fucking basketball.
Then when E and Scotty started bringing us down there.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
Yeah.
Fire. Montero.
Oh, Montero. Wow. Yeah, I was just talking
all my guys. Yo, yeah, man. They showed mad love. A lot of love.
Word, it's basketball, man.
A lot of love back then of you.
Basketball did a lot. Basketball did a lot for niggas, man. Like, and I think that's where I learned how to play D. Howie Harrison, shout out to Coach, man.
Word.
Shout out to Coach Howie. Like, he just planted the seed, and I took it from there. Like, he would always put you in a situation defensively to where you can either get a turnover, get a deflection, or interrupt the play. However, you know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Coach. And he made me realize basketball and life is so close. Like every time I want to talk about life, I kind of reference basketball because it's the same thing. Yeah, life and basketball, it's the same thing, bro.
And basketball got me through college. Like I try to tell people.
Yeah.
He's whatever. He was smart. Like I was mad at him because he was just smart. He didn't have to study and all that weird stuff. He passed and all that. So it got boring for him. So he was like, school, right? Me, I had to scratch for every little 70 I got. You know, so, but to balloon to Brooklyn, I don't know if you remember, but we went out there with Wade. Yep. We went out there with Wade. I'm not talking about outside when we was cooking. when we was cooking on that side court.
You was reminding me about that time we went to.
We went to the bubble, whatever that bubble was. We went to that
Aviator.
joint, man. It was like half court joints, 3-on-3s or whatever it was. And I think I was waiting this one out or something. So this dude, about my height, about my body build, Yatta was guarding this dude. And the dude wasn't getting everything he wanted on Yatta. Everything.
Working.
In his face, bucket. This is when I realized I felt I was good, right? So I was like, I'm just mad at the nigga now, because this is my brother. I don't give a fuck. I don't know who you is. This is my brother. You cooking him like that. That's embarrassing to me. Whatever. Like, if you do that to him, I'm going to be like, all right, wait till next game if I ain't playing. So next game came. He feeling himself, because Yatta was like, damn, there's nothing I can do to this nigga. So he feeling his way. All right, cool. I said, yo, Yatta, I got him. He was like, he heard it. He's like, he chuckled like, all right. Yatta, I got him for you. Yatta sat down. I picked the next nigga. He's guarding me now, because he's saying, I said, you guard me, I guard you. So he's guarding me, and I'm guarding him. But the difference with him is, the flip was, he couldn't get nothing off. I was getting everything off. Just like you did to my brother, I'm going to show you how I feel right now. Because my boy sitting on the phone on the side like, I couldn't do nothing. Now I'm going to make you feel like you can't do nothing. That was my proud moment, right, with my brother. Because he was there, and I showed it right in front of him like, yo, this what I'm going to do. To the point where that dude said, well, his teammate was like, switch, let's switch. That's how I knew that was it.
There ain't nothing like hearing switch.
Yeah.
Switch!
Ain't nothing like hearing that.
Switch!
You know you on fire when they be like switch. You know you cooking.
Yeah.
When the nigga like, yo, like if you
The
go
switch.
down, if you go down 2-3 times down court and score, and then you come back on the offensive end, and a different nigga checking you, you rocking and rolling.
And let's be clear.
You balling.
The dude that switched got it bad too. So it's not like he came and saved the day. He came and switched and got it bad too. And I knew he regret he switched. That's my Brooklyn story.
Question. Question for both of y'all. I got a question for both of y'all.
Yo, what up?
I'm gonna go with Yatta first.
Go.
When do you feel like you was at your peak?
Oh,
In basketball.
Freshman year, BMCC.
What about you?
2 years after BFCC.
I'm gonna have to agree with Issa on that one. I think that's when I was really on my shit. Like I would say like the first year. I would say like the first year at BMCC. I didn't play. Remember?
Hold on. You saying yours was
2 years after
BMCC?
I'm gonna say why, because 2 years after BMCC, remember I went to Oneonta State.
Yeah.
I left only. I played that 1 year. I did all right because I was a center. They made me a center. We had 6'10" dudes on our team, so they bring me out of position. Even though I was playing power forward center with Coach, but it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like we had 6'10" dudes on our team, and why they not playing center?
Right.
When you recruited me from BMCC to go there, I was, shooting and doing what I will. So you pretty much took that away from me and said, "Yo, a week and a half away from the season, I want you to go do post-up moves." I'm 6'4", going against 6'10" dudes, 6'11" dudes. You know what I'm saying? I could jump a little bit, so I guess that's what it was for rebounds and all that, because the 6'10" dude we had was a baseball player, and he was a groundhog. So that was that. But I'm gonna say 2 to 3 years after, because I didn't get the green light as far as because that's when I was going into tournaments and all that.
I'm about to say
right.
That was tournament.
Yeah,
time.
tournament time is when I started proving myself, really, like getting cooking. And they had a leash on me in college, like only on it anyway, because I could do but so much. You know what I'm saying? I do but so much. I shoot a jump shot, I miss, it sub me out, weird stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna play the role so I can get my playing time. But I would say I had something. Here we go again with the proving stuff. I already proved him one way. Then I had to prove to everybody by getting in these tournaments and showing that I could shoot, showing that I could get buckets, showing that I could be the go-to guy, showing that I could take over a game. And that's when the tournaments came. So I'm gonna say 2 years, 3 years after college, where I really started peaking. And then I started trying to go overseas. You remember what that's when it was it. Because people was like, yo, put the application. I'm trying to go to China. I'm trying to go to. So that's when I was there. That's what I'm gonna say. When I was there, like 25, 26.
Wait, before I get into my, you have a Lakers World Championship, right?
Yes, I do. I was sent to me.
By who?
Go ahead with that bullshit.
It was sick.
Come
It was
on, my
sick to me.
nigga.
Hey, listen, shout out to LA.
You doing a lot.
Shout out to LA. I
You
appreciate
doing a
y'all.
lot.
It's custom made, got my name on it, all that, my number on it, everything.
I think-
Shout out. Appreciate it.
Yikes.
I think, yeah.
Hey, you said, hold up, was your jersey run after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was after? Okay, I thought that was like right.
Well, that was actually the year after. Like, that was actually the year after.
So I would say
BMCC.
after. But that was just, but y'all had the shit before these years that y'all saying that y'all peaked.
No.
I guess
I
that's
mean, like, when
y'all
I
realized
knew.
it.
Like, when I knew.
within yourself.
That's when I didn't have to get mad.
That's
no
when I
more.
was like, yo.
You didn't have to make me mad at that point no
Right,
more.
right.
I just get cooking.
But I'm gonna tell you what catapulted me was BMCC. Those rec sessions.
Yeah.
That was it.
Those rec sessions. That 7 p.m. rec session. If you didn't know how to play, you didn't need to be in that gym.
Hello.
And we used to run niggas. They used to bring workout niggas like from different schools to come and play against us rec niggas.
Yo, let me tell you how
That's
great.
how crazy it was.
Let me tell you how great our rec was in BMCC. Where we gonna go to it. What's his name? Meta World Peace little brother came to work out with us. You remember that? You was there. Was you coming back at that time?
I mean,
Look,
could have been.
his little
Probably
brother
don't
was
remember.
there doing rec with us, bro. Doing our workouts. That's how I knew. Smush, that's where I met Smush at. Smush was in high school. Smush was in high school. And came to us.
Smush came the year that I was supposed to.
Right, it was
we
supposed to be you
in
and
the
him.
backcourt.
It was supposed to be him and Smush.
in the backcourt.
And caught him.
Yeah,
Right.
caught him, yeah.
So he came to BMCC and did our workouts, bro.
And
That's
tell him
how
what
deep.
happened. And tell him what happened when Smush was there.
Yeah.
When you missed the greatest alley-oop pass.
Yeah, he was in the building. So
Yeah, tell that story, man.
please. No, you tell it.
No,
How
I'm
you
not
miss,
telling
bro?
that fucking story, man.
I don't know. I tried to
Two
dunk
hand,
it
one
too
hand,
hard.
though?
It was one hand. I tried to dunk
No.
it too hard. So
We in the-
fast breaking. It's a workout, tryout, whatever. I don't know. We just in there balling. 100 niggas in the gym, and me and Cory end up on the same team. And we running and gunning. So it's one play. We inbound the ball, and I'm streaking.
This nigga's coming up on my right. Like, they inbound the joint to me, and they pressing.
Yeah.
And they pressing like 5 full court pressing. So
Yeah.
they inbound it to me, and I do my little move, and I get free. So I see Yatta in my peripheral coming this way, right? So I'm damn near probably by like half. I let that bitch go, because at that point, Yatta was cutting to the basket.
That shit was like
So once I
closer to
saw that,
three
so once I
quarters,
saw
yo.
him do this little L, I just threw that bitch up there. That was
Yeah,
probably
gave
the
me
best
love
pass
from-
I have from half. That was probably the
A
best.
little bit
Sean
beyond
Kemp,
half.
Gary
It was a little
Payne
further than half.
type shit.
Yeah.
And you missed it.
I tried to dunk it so hard. That's what it was. I caught it with one hand on the baseline. I tried to dunk this. I tried
You
to
know
dunk
that
it so
shit, how
hard,
that shit.
and it boom, and it popped up to the ceiling. Oh,
Niggas went stupid. I actually got a look off
That
that.
was the best reaction I ever got off a missed dunk.
I got a
Off a
look.
missed dunk.
Off a
I
missed
actually
dunk,
got a
yeah.
look off of that pass. That's when I was supposed to go to Utica.
And Smush was there, and Coach, you know, Gene, Big Gene.
He's
shout out to
playing
Gene.
with you, son. He's gonna be with you, son.
Yeah.
Yo, it's tough, bro.
Yeah.
That was
dope.
tough, man.
That was dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that
We
was
ain't just sitting here talking about basketball, bro. We get to it too, man.
Right.
I tell all you young ones, listen, all we gotta do is get in it. All I need this man and this man into I would say 67% back to normal, and there's nothing y'all can do with us. I don't care who you are. It's nothing y'all gonna be able to do with us, because Buddha's still jumping out the roof, and he old as shit. It's nothing. I don't know about B. Jordan, though. I think he's
Nah,
a
he's
little,
done,
little,
man.
B?
cooked.
He not
Yeah,
playing
he messed
no more?
his I think it was his back got messed up years ago. But not years ago, but not too long ago, to where he just
Yeah.
be another nigga that could have
beat.
Yeah, B. Jordan.
B. Jordan.
All our jungle work.
Potential, Scott. Yo, shout out to just the jungle brothers, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's us three here. That's Scotty.
Scotty.
That's Scotty, my brother E. Oh man, like R.I.P. 2 Cent. Always.
Oh yeah, for sure. 2 Cent.
You know, Darius, we love you, baby. Always. 2
Word.
Cent, R.I.P. He was a part of the Jungle Boys. Like, yo, it was crazy for a little while, man.
Check this out. If y'all want smoke, I'm gonna call it out. I'm bringing
Nah,
this out.
listen,
No,
it's
don't
all
do that.
good.
Don't do the reason I'm doing it. It's not over. Just because you got a little brain in your jaw.
Nigga,
it's
I'm
not
talking
over.
about I'm 60,000 pounds heavier.
That's fine. That's fine. But you see, you
Like-
smarter now. See, this is the thing. Listen, don't do that.
You saw what happened in the street just now when I was about to fucking make that all-out sprint?
You stop
Exactly.
and you hurt.
Right, and I'm gonna feel that for another 2-3 days.
That's okay. I'm still putting it out there because I still I still feel my brothers can hoop, and it's nothing y'all just dribbling for no reason can do. With what? Growth, nigga. We got growth.
Yeah. Acknowledge, experience. I think I'm at that point in my life to where whatever I know about basketball, I can pour that knowledge into somebody else, like my son. Like, I tried it, but he's just not ready to put the work in that. He's not ready yet.
Them Blizzard boys, my twins is coming. Yeah. One left-handed, one right-handed. You figure it out.
And then they're going to be shooting both hands?
One is already left-handed, bro.
Left-handed.
Yeah, they are. I'm ambidextrous.
It's a joke. No, I meant with both hands.
Oh, no, hell no. Yo, listen. On that note, we going to end it there. Be ready. Next episode coming.
Yeah, ready.
We out.